Hello, everybody. Oh, wow. Voice is kind of hoarse. Back again, and I will tonight. Wow, I'm so tired. I'm already screwing up words, and I haven't even started reading. It's 2:14, and I am going to be reading the third one by Julia. Right, fairly short story. So, here we go. Rainbow Dash. This was it. My moment. It would determine my whole future and the rest of my life. Like I remember I once said, I prayed for wings. Like I remember I once said, I prayed wings. Don't fail me now, as I took off into the clear sky, the Wonderbolts watching my every move. Scootaloo. Rainbow Dash! Scootaloo dang it. Excuse me, I'm kind of sick today. Scootaloo practically screamed into her two best friends, who were calmly painting in the clubhouse. Really? Sweetie Belle beamed as she looked up from her painting of a pink cloud raining chocolate rain. She finally got her chance? I'm so happy for her, exclaimed Apple Bloom, looking up from her drawing of Applejack and Big Mac. One second. Yes, I know you guys are all happy for her. But we have to go, now, Scootaloo said again, pushing her two friends out of the door, using her wings as help. But when is she going to... But when is she going to do it? Asked Sweetie Belle. That's exactly why I'm hassling you guys. In 5 minutes. Move it. Now. Scootaloo said, and flapped her wings, shooting her a meter above the ground in 1 second. Oh, she can fly. Well, why didn't you say so? Apple Bloom asked, and took off as fast as her short legs could carry her to the place Scootaloo was pulling her. Sweetie Belle and Scoots right on her tail. Scootaloo. As the three ran there, Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom shot Scootaloo with questions. How did she get a what? Oh, private. How did you get a private audience with the Wonderbolts? How did you find out? Did she invite you? Where is it? Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Holy cow, guys, slow it down. I'll tell you. Twilight, being such a good friend, asked Princess Celestia to make the Wonderbolts watch Dash. That's kind of a weird move. The Bolts agreed because they saw how awesome Rainbow Dash was at the Best Young Flyer competition. Then Dash was so excited, she asked if I could come and watch her. And so I said yes, if you two could come. Rainbow Dash is going to show her stuff off right under Cloudsdale, because I think some unicorns and earth ponies were invited too. Golly, exclaimed Apple Bloom. I bet my whole dinner she invited my sister to show off her flying skills. Show off? Then she laughed to show her friends she wasn't serious about the show-off part. Maybe, Sweetie Belle added, she invited Rarity too. Oh, and Pinkie Pie to throw a party if she makes it onto the team. And Fluttershy to help me with air support, Scootaloo said. And Twi because she was the one who did make it happen. Wowee, Apple Bloom realized. Maybe she invited all of them. Or maybe she invited all of them. Oh no, Sweetie Belle stopped running, which made Scootaloo go behind her and use her wings to propel her forwards. Oh, now what? Apple Bloom said. We have to We have to be there to support her. Remember how nervous Rarity said she was before the Best Young Flyer competition? Sweetie Belle looked at Apple Bloom. Oh no. Scootaloo. The trio of blank-flanked fillies made it just in time. The Wonderbolts were setting up chairs and sitting on them. Rainbow Dash was in front of them, warming up. Gosh, there's a lot of spelling errors in this. She certainly did look frazzled. As soon as she saw her number one fan gallop up with her friends, most of the nervousness in her body went to an exile. It went in an exhale. She loved her best fan, Scootaloo, like a sister. And she was pretty sure, spelled S-H-U-R-E, that Scootaloo did too. Hey there, kid. Ugh, that sounded really bad. Hey there, kid, she said while doing some stretches. Rainbow Dash, she pounced onto her favorite Pegasus friend. Rainbow hugged her. I'm so glad you and your friends could make it. Or you and your friends made it, she said before resuming her warm-up. Aw, Rainbow, we wouldn't miss it for the world. This means so much to you. Scootaloo flapped her wings, which again made her fly up a meter into the sky. You kiddos go sit over there and watch. I have a lot to do, Dash instructed. Gotcha. The trio backed away from the rainbow-haired mare and sat on the grass, a couple of meters away from the chairs. They were very excited. Soon the competition would start, and it's a competition? I thought they said it was a private audience. Whatever. And the fate of the Pegasus with rainbow mane and tail would be determined. It's time, Spitfire said. Rainbow Dash, are you ready? Rainbow Dash. Ready as I'll ever be, I said. Oh, okay. Changing perspective again. Then begin, Soren said with a smile. Okay, Dashy. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, you can do this. He is switching from first to second person now quite a bit. I took off into the deep blue sky and smiled as the familiar feeling of wind in my mane hit me. I was thinking that first I would start off with some cool light and water tricks. But as I searched the sky, there were no clouds with dark blue color. Man, where's a rain cloud when you need one, I thought. So instead, I went high into the sky and started my descent to build up speed. As I went down, I either dodged the clouds or went through them, the clouds disappearing in a puff of white. I did a few loops and zigzags right before I was near the ground. I could see it nearing, but I edged my wings, but I'm going to assume he was going for edged there, edged my wings on, then folded them on my back. I grinned. What the hey is she doing? I heard Spitfire shout. She's gonna kill herself, Soren shouted too. Scootaloo shouted something illegible. I'm going to assume he meant inaudible. I prepared myself as something shocking happened. Not 2 centimeters before my hooves, a sort of half circle appeared. My grin disappeared. I focused on what I was doing. The ground was nearing. Wait. Not 2 centimeters before my hooves, a sort of half circle appeared. Oh, I see. I was kind of confused by this. The ground was nearing. It was time. About a meter above the ground, I shot my wings open, decreased my speed extremely, but not letting me fall to the earth. Instead, I gently hovered down and onto the ground, my wings outstretched. Ta-da! I beamed, Scootaloo cheered, and the bolts clapped. Now, Rainbow Dash, Spitfire said. That was amazing. At that speed, I have never seen a Pegasus recover so fast. Bravo! But, Soren put in, we need you to also do something a little heroic, like save a wounded Pegasus. He tapped his chin on his hoof with a hoof. Any volunteers? I knew it was going to happen, but I said her name anyways. Scootaloo, don't do it! Scootaloo. I'll do it, Mr. Soren. I volunteered over Rainbow Dash's warning. She was her idol. She would do anything to make her happy. Eve hurt herself. Very good. We have a volunteer, Soren declared. You don't have to hurt yourself, though. Dash instantly relaxed. So what do? I asked, getting to my hooves and walking over to my idol. Do I play dead? I giggled. Okay. No, here's what's going to happen. Rainbow Dash will have a starting point a few miles away from it. A few miles away from it, she will have this young filly. What? He gestured to Scootaloo, tied up, sitting on a cloud. Tied up? Scootaloo and Rainbow Dash said at the same time. Oh, don't worry. Only her wings will be tied to her side. But she can't even fly, Rainbow put in. Dashy, I nudged her. I can fly a little. Hush, Squirts. Are you ready, Scootaloo? Soren asked when she nodded and stepped forward. He gestured to one of God, so many spelling errors. This is getting really difficult. One of the other Wonderbolts. They came up and binded her wings to her sides. It didn't hurt, but she whimpered. Her wings are what made her special. Don't worry, Scoots. I'll save you. Dash smiled. Instantly, some relief flooded into the filly's veins. She would be all right. She was just helping her friend with the future. Dash would save her. A Wonderbolt took off with Dash one way, while the other one carrying her. She was thinking that it was Spitfire. Went another way with her. What? She set her on a cloud and patted her on the head. Now you just wait here, she said. Dashy will come and rescue you. She turned to leave. Wait, Miss Spitfire? The filly asked. Yes, Scoots? Well, I was just thinking. Is Dash going to get to be in your group? Well, the answer from me will be a yes, even if she screws this up. We need someone daring like her. Oh my gosh, thanks. She will really appreciate it. Oh dear. I can already see how this guy's setting it up. Oh man. Yikes, I don't like where this is going. He's making it look like she would have gotten in either way, and now something terrible is going to happen. I haven't read this yet, by the way. I probably wouldn't have read it, in fact, if I had known that there were this many spelling errors. Spitfire smiled and flew away, leaving Scoots to do nothing but wait. Rainbow Dash. The Wonderbolt led me to a pretty sturdy-looking cloud. I sat on it as he told me the instructions. From the cloud I was sitting on, I could easily see my little Scoots. But she was pretty far away. Scoots and Spitfire were talking. Eventually, my Bolt and Scootaloo's left. I could practically hear the blood and adrenaline coursing from my veins. Through my veins. Are you ready, sister? Spitfire called from their viewing area. Just hold on a sec. I want to get ready, I asked. Just go ahead and take off when you feel like it, Spitfire answered. We have all day. The cloud that the orange filly was on suddenly didn't look so stable. There was a way of knowing when these fluffy white clouds would just disappear without a Pegasus kick. The cloud looked just like this, and just as Dash thought it did. Scootaloo screamed and plummeted to the earth. I knew it would do that, I hollered before I took off as fast as I could go. Scootaloo. I'm falling. I wonder if it's to my death. No, probably not. Rainbow Dash will save me. Maybe the Wonderbolts wanted this to happen. See how Dash would handle the situation in pressure. But still, it's kind of frustrating that I'm falling through the air and I can't do anything about it. God, spelling errors are really annoying. If I could use my wings, I would be able to slow myself down enough so that I could neatly land onto one of the clouds instead of falling right through them. and none of the I's are capitalized. Buck. Rainbow Dash now. Buck. I increased my speed even more. I shoot straight towards the falling orange and pink bundle. I'm going so fast, tears are in my eyes, and the tiniest little bit of blood comes from my outstretched hooves. Blinking through the tears, I edge my wings on and go faster. I had to save Scoots, my best and number one fan. To my horror, as my wings obey and I go faster, another half circle appears before my hooves as I change from going forward to down. I didn't care if I got into the Wonderbolts group or if I did another Sonic Rainbow. All I had to do now was save her. Tinges of color start to show in the demi-circle. Oh my. In the demi-circle as it turns into a cone, and I feel my body being sucked into some thing, making me go even faster. No. I don't want to do another Sonic Rainbow. No, stop! Ah! I know it's too late, but time seems to slow down. Only you slow down, though. Scootaloo falls even faster. Maybe a Sonic Rainbow isn't such a bad idea after all. Go fast enough to save Scootaloo from a very painful and slow death. Maybe even impress the Wonderbolts. And that's when it happened. I decided for it too. The third one. It was way too much pressure. It hurt. But I zoomed forward, a trail of rainbows behind me. I caught Scootaloo and placed her onto my back. Yay, Rainbow Dash! Oh my gosh! I'm actually inside our Sonic Rainbow. This is so awesome! Yeah, I said weakly. Awesome. Hey, Scoots. I need you to get off my back. I'll rip the binding off you with my teeth. She did as I told her, and she was free. Now I'm going to let you go, I yelled. Now I'm going to let you go, I yelled over the wind speed. And you need to go to the place where the bolts are watching. Okay, bye, Dash, she smiled. Goodbye, Scoots. I love you. She had not idea that I was actually leaving her, because that's what I thought was gonna happen. She flew away. Too many mistakes. Now I'm not even sure if they're like here on accident. I'm starting to wonder if some of these are on purpose. She flew away. Next, I wasn't quite sure what did it. Maybe it was the pressure, old age, too much speed for an old mare like me. She always seems pretty young to me. I could feel my life slipping away as I flew. I said the names of everyone I loved as I flew. I could feel the speed beginning to decrease, but it was too late, and thus I said goodbye to, well, pretty much everything. Scootaloo. I flew over to the Wonderbolts. Isn't she awesome? I told them. A third Sonic Rainbow. What are the chances? The Wonderbolts weren't looking at me. They were staring at Rainbow Dash. I could see that rainbow behind her getting dimmer and dimmer. It went on and off like someone flipping a light switch. And just like that, she fell from the sky, lifeless. The end. Okay. Yes, she died. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming, but it wasn't a terribly emotional story, I gotta say. Didn't really like it too much, and there's a lot of pretty flagrant errors in there. But now I'll move on to the alternate ending for this story, as requested by the author who put it up. And so yeah, this is a lot shorter. So it starts off like halfway through where that last chapter was, or where the story was. Rainbow Dash. Buck. I increase my speed even more. I shoot straight towards the falling orange and pink bundle. I'm going so fast, tears are in my eyes, and the tiniest little bit of blood comes from my outstretched hooves. Blinking through the tears, I edge my wings on and go faster. I had to save Scoots, my best and number one fan. To my horror, as my wings obey and I go faster, another half circle appears before my hooves as I change from going forward to down. I didn't care if I got into the Wonderbolts group or if I did another Sonic Rainboom. All I had to do now was save her. Tinges of color start to show in the semicircle as it turns into a cone, and I feel my body being sucked into something, making me go even faster. No, no, no! I don't want to do another Sonic Rainboom. No, stop! Ah! I know it's too late. But time seems to slow down. Only you slow down, though. Scootaloo falls even faster. Maybe a Sonic Rainboom isn't such a bad idea after all. Go fast enough to save Scoot from a very painful and slow death. Maybe even impress the Wonderbolts. And that's when it happened. When I decided for it too. The third one. It was way too much pressure. It hurt. But I zoomed forward. A trail of rainbows behind me. I caught Scootaloo and she landed on my back. Yay, Rainbow Dash! Oh my gosh, I'm actually inside a Sonic Rainboom. This is so awesome! I know, right? No, I don't. I flew, silent for a second, and then bursted into laughter. Scootaloo joined in. I shouted all around Ponyville, taking me about 1 minute at this speed. Oh my gosh, Dashy, you have to go and see what happened. If the Wonderbolts will take you, the filly on my back gushed. So I flew back to the amazed Wonderbolts. I landed neatly in front of them, Scoots hopping off my back and joining her friends, them asking how cool it was to be inside of a Sonic Rainboom. So Rainbow Dash, Spitfire began, without a doubt, you are now part of the Wonderbolts. Reaching behind her, Soren handed her a costume that looked just like the ones they wore. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And that actually ends on, oh my gosh, oh my sh. I gushed. The familiar feeling of thrill overtook me. I swear that if I wasn't in front of the Wonderbolts, I would have cried. That evening, I stood in front of the mirror, admiring myself in my new Wonderbolts costume. It fit perfectly, like it was made for me. Like the second I was born, Spitfire knew I would be one of them. Now, all alone in my bed, I cried. I cried my heart out. I was sad and mad and frustrated, but of course, you could tell from reading the story, I was happy. I finally reached my goal. But as I lay there in my bed thinking, I thought, oh, I see. What now? God, these spelling errors are obnoxious. I reached my goal of becoming one of the Wonderbolts. That is the thing I wanted the most, right? So what now? Will my goal be to... But as I lay there in my bed thinking, I thought, that doesn't matter. I'll leave that for the future me to decide. And so as I lay there in my bed, in my cloud castle, hugging myself, with the wind howling outside and the rain coming down hard, I thought about how happy I was. And that was all I could ask for at the moment. And that was all that mattered to me at that moment. The end. Alright, I'm actually kind of surprised that that's got an even rating of 6 likes to 6 dislikes. Sorry to the author if he ever happens to run into this, but you have a lot of mistakes in there. Anyways, this has been, already forgot the name of the story. Oh, right, the third one. Thank you all for watching.